Megastructures are coming to Galactic Civilizations 4. Yes, you'll be able to build Ringworld, explore new quests and events, take advantage of new ship components, do battle around Dyson Spheres, and even build your own network of stellar gateways to transport your entire fleet across the galaxy. This new late game experience also adds a ton of new features and cool things, which we'll check out in today's video. A big thank you to Stardock, who is sponsoring this video. They asked me to come and check out the new expansion for Galactic Civilizations 4 titled Megastructures. The clue is in the name. This expansion is available now, so what are you waiting for? Click the link in my video description to check out Galactic Civilizations 4 and the Megastructures expansion. Continue watching on and learn more about this fun new adventure in-game. Okay, so you are joining me as we're jumping into Galactic Civilizations 4. Now, thankfully, we're out here starting a new game, and I'm going to sort of walk through the Megastructures DLC with you to showcase some of the new missions, the new quests, and just some of the new things we can do. Don't worry, we'll get some of the Megastructures as this video goes on. But first, I believe we are establishing the Terran Empire? I don't think it's Empire. We're establishing something. In case you have not seen this cinematic before, it is a great introduction to the game, and I actually really love it, especially this giant ship we can see here, which just looks beautiful. I love it. It looks really nice. We're out here in our first sort of mode of Galactic Civilizations. We've got Earth over here, and you can see our lovely ships down here, which do look awesome. We've got the Endeavor, the colony ship. We've got a probe. This one we're going to just send it exploring straight away, as we need to do a couple of things before we get to the Megastructures. But don't worry, I'm going to speed this up. They can go out to survey. You can also colonize, as it makes life a little bit easier. We also need to start our research, but let's talk about one of the first bits of new content as we do it. Now, it can be found in the Tech Navigator, so if we go down to here, and if we head over to the Engineering branch, which is this one, there we go, we can take a look at the new Megastructures sort of tech tree navigation line. So, this new Engineering branch, if we sort of go along here, contains all of the information for our megastructure technologies, starting with the Gigamass Sphere. So this allows us to begin detecting and using naturally occurring hyperdense materials. So that'll allow us to unlock Giga Obelisk, supplies, plating, and all of that sort of things. Don't worry, we'll go through this a little bit in depth as we go through it. Gigamass harvesting allows us with harvest ships to collect Gigamass from dead planets. That's really, really cool. That unlocks a ton of stuff, including terraforming and things like that. Siege engine oil, that just sounds deadly. Stellar architecture. Now, this is where we're starting to get towards our megastructures. This unlocks the Dyson Sphere megastructure. I love Dyson Spheres. I'm thinking of a certain Trek series that come to mind, but it's still really, really cool. So we can start building those. Don't worry, we'll show you one of those a little bit later. Then we unlock what's still a Nexus megastructure. Sounds really cool. What I'm kind of wanting to do is still a gateway. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this is going to give us that sort of intro to sending our fleets across the galaxy and conquering other species. It's a kind of playing an evil faction here. Out with habitable rings, we can unlock Ringworld megastructure. I kind of want to do one of those. Sounds nice. And then we get Nexus Mastery, which allows us to build tier 3 Nexus augments, which sounds really, really cool. So we need to start our actual research. I think if I go back to the other menu, I wanted to do colonial policies and asteroid mining. So there we go. So we've got to sign another minister and unlock that essentially. But if we do that one, there we go. And I've got idle shipyard, so we need to set this off. So we'll do another colony ship for the minute. And we will end our turn, and I will come back to you in a second once we get some of the new quests, I believe. So some of the new content in the Megastructures DLC is the new quests, and this is the first one that pops up here. It usually pops up around about turn 2 in your fresh game, and this sort of kicks off the adventure of our Megastructures DLC. They are designed to lead new players through Megastructures content, which is kind of fantastic, as if you are new to Galactic Civilizations 4, I'm kind of new to it as well. Like, I've not massively played the game, but I was a big fan of number 3. This kind of gives you that sort of like inkling and guiding you through it. So in this case, our sensor detected a large object emitting strange signals from somewhere in our sector. If we upgrade our sense technology, we may be able to locate the source. Understood. So that's kind of our next thing, and our little quest up here as well, so we can keep checking in. So I got to research subspace scanning. Well, I think if we go to our next one, next turn, there you go, research completed on this. So I got to choose my new tech now. Now I want subspace scanning. And we do this. So Gigamass is the first of 2 new resources introduced in the Megastructures DLC, and it's kind of an important resource required for all megastructure construction. So as you saw when I went through my tech tree a minute ago, so if we go back to my tech navigator over here, this is where Gigamass Sphere sort of comes in. As again, it's important for all our megastructure construction. So in the early game, which is what we're in right now, and don't worry, we'll get to late game as that's where most of this DLC takes place, Gigamass is kind of earned as a part of the quest chain, which we're playing right now. And this is from the anomaly events, which we'll go around investigating, or when we complete our first sort of megastructure technology, which is Gigamass Theory, i.e. this one here. But we're not quite yet, so we're earning it from a quest chain, which also makes a lot of sense. So here we go. I just missed this accident a second ago, but this is the TS Discovery survey report. What's the discovery? So there is precursor technology among the wreckage, though little is usable. One exception is some type of lens, a formidable beam weapon forged from an increasingly rare precursor material known as Gigamass, which is what I just explained. So we can fit this technology to our ship. So we can either attach it to a ship which gives us a 25% beam attack, or we can send it and keep it as a resource. Now, because we're wanting to explore precursor technology and we want to look at megastructures, we will send this back so we get the resource. It's already up here. So Gigamass is condensed, a raw material harvested from the dead planets by harvester ships. So obviously it goes into megastructures. That's there. We can deal with that later. So here's another part of the quest chain. At the minute, I'm getting a situation report, and it looks like we've discovered the Ringworlders. Well, not Ringworlders. They have a sort of faction left behind, but we've discovered part of their technology. Now, currently, we've not discovered them, but we've basically got our first idea of who they are. So this is also part of the new content, the Ringworlders. Now, if we progress far enough through this or DLC, or rather the Megastructures tech tree, we will have a chance of meeting them as well. But currently, they seem gone, or we've not found them. So yes, let's keep going. Did I just get the same thing? Oh, here we go. Further down, the Ringworld has vanished in some ancient calamity. So basically what I just told you there. In their absence, the Ringworld has decayed and hollowed, leaving behind only the impression of something great. So here we go. Here we go. If we go over here, thank you, research. I have to do my research a second. Bear with, and then we'll take a look at that. We will do that one as I want increased movement speed. But here is our first look at the ruined Ringworld. This is our first look at the ruined Ringworld, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But also, we can kind of tell that it is ruined. The planet itself is gone, but the ring, it's kind of there, but doesn't look as active as it probably should be. Still, it's kind of out here in the solar system, so we're kind of far away from it a minute. We're over here in the Terran Alliance sector with that ominous black hole as well. And the ruined Ringworld is over here. Hopefully we can get it soon and kind of conquer that, as I kind of would like it. Now, Ringworlds are the fourth and final megastructure of the DLC, so they kind of are the end game goal or the late game goal. But they are built around stars, and like Nexus or Dyson Spheres offer different tile bonuses depending on the color of the host star. So this one looks very much like the sun for our own like solar system. So yeah. We will leave that go for a minute and we will return to it later. Great news, we have now unlocked the Gigamass harvesting over here, which is kind of really cool. So Gigamass harvesting technology enables the extraction of valuable resources from lifeless celestial bodies. By deploying specialized harvester ships, which I think we need to build, but I think it allows us to, we've got planet harvester. Okay, cool. So we should be able to construct these things in a minute, which is quite nice. Basically, we can efficiently gather Gigamass, which is obviously the critical component of the advanced megastructures, and enhancement of our technological capabilities. So we've got to choose a new tech as well. I'm probably going to break off of our Gigamass stuff at the minute to basically research something else. I think I kind of want to do the Xeno research, and then we'll come back to Gigamass shortly. But it does mean we can start getting started with some of the basic stuff along here, which is good. But I need to upgrade a few things first. So I'll be back with you in a minute once I've dealt with the Empire. Alliance, I'm the Alliance. So, connecting back with our Gigamass harvesting, we've got the planet harvester. So this is how we harvest dead planets. So this little lovely ship down here. So we can actually tell him to go on an automatic thing. So he'll jet off over there. So we'll track where he goes in a second. Let's keep going through some stuff here. Oh, there's actually one here. Oh, because Mercury, yeah. So he's actually harvesting this in a minute. So this will give us 8 Gigamass apparently. So you can see our resources going up there. If we go ahead. Oh, we've upset them. We're just going to ignore them. I'm sure they'll come and invade us at some point. And we've got a new tech as well. We will choose... What do you want me to do? Emissaries. That could be a good idea, actually, as we are getting a lot of hails at the minute. So we've got a key breakthrough and advances in molecular technology. And we can now recycle dead plants and turn them into something entirely more usable, which is Gigamass, which is what we're doing at the minute. So situation report. We've also... It's time for our civilization to ascend. By capturing a power of a star, we can become a class 2 civilization. So I believe this is the start of our Dyson Sphere journey, which is pretty cool. And I think... There we go. Think bigger. So we are on our track to construct a Dyson Sphere here, which is really, really cool. So we're going to research stellar architecture. So we go back to our research over here, and we go back to our tech navigator. Gigamass harvesting, stellar architecture is what we need next. So I'll be back with you once we've got some more updates and we unlock that. Now, as the Megastructure DLC deals a lot with late game content, we can still actually make use of our Gigamass here in our early game. So at the minute, we are not close to making Dyson Spheres or giant ring networks that are going to connect us across the galaxy. But instead, we can take advantage of our Gigamass. So if we go down here, we can actually use some of our stuff on these upgradable orbital things. So let's have an explore through what we can do. I've not really got many open at the minute, but I can take a look at some over here. So let's have a scroll around. So here we go. A couple of our sort of advancements we can do on Earth is I've got a habitat ring, which is constantly unique, but also it takes some of our gigamass, does add a base effect of population cap, which is nice. Or I've got an artificial moon. I kind of like this idea. It permanently terraforms 4 tiles. I kind of like that. Is there anything else we've got? Not at the minute. Habitat ring or artificial moon? I'm going to go habitat ring. Let's build that. I think we can also still do... We can do recruiting station and things like that as well. We've got other options out here. We can still do the artificial moon. Hell, let's do both. Let's see how that goes. I will be back with you once we've got some more updates on our structures over here, because they will be building over here, which is nice. In fact, can you see them already? I think we're still in development, so we'll come back to you when they are ready. So I almost forgot to mention one thing. Now, this is the Giga Obelisk. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. We all know I can't pronounce these words. Now, players can build this. So this is a one-of-a-kind research center, and it comes with the Gigamass things here. So it has to be built on a volcano. Sounds kind of deadly, I know, but it must be on a volcano. Oops, I got rid of it. Production cost is minus 350. It will take 1 gigamass, but it does have base effect on research and pollution, so just keep that in mind. So let's place this down on a volcano, and we can have that being built. There we go. So we're making use of our gigamass once again there. It is all coming in very, very useful, which is really nice. Right, back to causing war, I believe. In another update, I'm currently researching stellar architecture. This is going to allow us to build stellar architect ships, which are using the construction of megastructures, but it also means we unlock Dyson Sphere megastructure, so we can then complete our quest, which is to construct a Dyson Sphere. So this is currently what's in progress. I'll be back with you once we've got more progress on that to explore more of the Megastructures DLC. Something I forgot to mention early on, but it kind of builds into the Gigamass sort of things here, is our new ship components. So with Gigamass harvesting unlocked, which you saw we did earlier, players, basically us, now have access to more Gigamass and more things to spend it on. Essentially, Gigamass harvesting unlocks powerful new civilization achievement improvements with bonuses and effects, but also ship components, which have modifiers how we use them. So let's take a look. We've got Gigamass lens over here, so this gives our beam attack. And remember at the start of this game, we picked that up as well. So we can essentially apply this however we want, you know. Oh, there we go. I've already put it on our frigate. This might be a very powerful frigate. But also we've got Gigamass Shrapnel. This is a Shrapnel launcher. It uses modified warheads. Can we apply one of these? This might be a very powerful frigate. And we've got Gigamass Spearheads as well. This is going to be a very powerful ship. Okay, can we save this? Or is this going to be... We should just call it the Giga. The Giga. The Gigamass. We'll call it the Gigamass. Not the Gigamass frigate. There we go. So no ship bonuses, so we'll save that as a design. Now we should be able to build that, I think. It's somewhere around here. There we go, Gigamass frigate. Done. Now can we build it? We can. Build me one of these, please. We'll build 2 of those, and we'll see how well our shipyard does. It's currently got some projects on the go, but I'll be back with you once we get some updates on that. Great news, everybody. We have unlocked stellar architecture. So this is a pinnacle of engineering, allowing for the creation of monumental structures such as Dyson Spheres. Finally, we're going to be able to build a Dyson Sphere. These constructs harness the energy of stars, providing virtually limitless power and transforming a fabric of our civilization. I've got some more information to tell you in a minute once we go from this. So I think we need to just do that for a second. Now, we should, I believe, be able to build a... Oh, it's already here. We've already got the stellar architect. So I should be able to send it over here. And yes, we can build us a Dyson Sphere, but we do need some more Gigamass for the minute. So I'll get back to you once we've got some Gigamass. Okay, good news. I'm back with you. And twice good news. Our fleet's all sat here at the minute. We've not been attacked by those precursors again. We have to be careful when we start going out of there, as I do believe there is some hostiles out there. Did someone just throw something at me? No, it was a shooting star. Okay, the good news is we now have 34 Gigamass, meaning I can select this one, and we can begin our construction of a Dyson Sphere. So this is one of the very first megastructures in the new Megastructures DLC for Galactic Civilizations 4. It'll take us about 8 months to build and consume a lot of stuff. So let's get building, and then I'll be able to tell you about our new energy sort of resource as well, as that sort of builds into this. So I'll be back with you once this is started, or if I get blown up in another invasion. Interestingly, as we go through each turn at the minute, you can see the sort of Dyson Sphere slowly building up. If I just keep doing this second and... oh, Warp Theory. I kind of want to do Plasma. Let's do Plasma. As I sort of go through our turns, I know I'm kind of ignoring things. You can see the spear building up, which is kind of like a really nice detail. At least it doesn't just like pop into existence. This thing looks so intense. And we get more of the Dyson Spheres being built. But if I've got another Planet Harvester, what I'm going to send you to do is go and harvest. There we go. So we can get more Gigamass. So we kind of need that. So I've got 2 planetary harvesters at the minute, which is quite good. We also got an idle shipyard. And I could probably do another asteroid miner at some point. Because the Stellar Architect will be consumed once we build a Dyson Sphere. So we'll need another one of those eventually. But I kind of want another gunboat. Let's do a gunboat. As I kind of want to build up a military fleet in a minute, just because I'm kind of concerned these guys are going to come and attack. Is that worth giving all of that? Do I want battlecruiser doctrine for all of that? I feel like this could bite me in the backside. Okay, well, we ignored the big angry man. Am I getting blown up again? Oh my god, this precursors have blown me up twice now. This isn't good. We're like suffering some losses everywhere at the minute. We are going to need to get the fleet together once this Dyson Sphere is complete and go and deal with that, because it's quite concerning. Right, our Dyson Sphere, the power of the sun, energy will support, or its energy will support dozens of our colonies, but when you think bigger, this is only the beginning. Bigger is better, and we get 10% approved to all our units, which is really nice. So, one small step, we've completed this part of our quest. We've laid the groundwork and can now support our biggest project yet. Our science called it the Nexus, and it claims abilities will adapt to our needs. Let's see what it really can do. So this is basically continuing along our lovely new quest line for the Megastructures DLC. We've got to research a Megastructure Nexi and construct a Stellar Nexus. So if we go into our research and go into our tech navigator in a minute, remember it's up here in engineering. We've done stellar architecture. Next is Megastructure Nexi. So this unlocks the Stellar Nexus Megastructure and allows us to build tier 1 Nexus augments. And there's a lot of unlocks going on there. So I'll be back with you once we've got more on that. But before I do actually go away, let's talk about energy. So much like Gigamass, up here is the new resource in the Megastructures DLC. We've also got energy, which is up here. So energy is generated by Dyson Spheres, and basically this is what we've created here. This is our lovely, lovely Dyson Sphere, as you can see around Sol. Hopefully Earth's not now in a big shadow. That would be kind of embarrassing. It's basically like a giant solar collector in a way. The detail on this is really impressive. Big props to the Galactic Civilizations 4 developers. The detail on this structure is really, really nice. I quite like that. But anyway, energy. So, and it is required to operate various megastructures. So think when we're building the Stellar Nexus, which is tasked us to do next, or if we want to build a functioning Ringworld, we will need it. So your civilization may experience blackouts should energy consumption exceed energy generation. Kind of common sense there, but it's something to keep in mind. We can probably stick another Dyson Sphere around like another star over here. So I may do that in a minute. We obviously need more Gigamass, so we need to kind of get that up and running, but it should be pretty cool at the same time. So energy is a resource, but it is akin to food, and you know, you do have generation and consumption, so keep that in mind. So we also have solar farm improvements. If I go on this planet, I'm not sure if I put one down. So I'm currently building one at the minute. The solar farm, you can put it on planets like this. This will require Gigamass, but it will give us +2 energy generation. So keep that in mind, and we can probably build them on other planets as well, like Mars and such. We'll come back to them in a minute once we build more stuff on them. Great news, everybody. We've finished researching our Megastructure Nexi. So the Stellar Nexus represents a breakthrough in megastructure technology. It serves as a central hub for interstellar connectivity and energy distribution, which kind of builds into the energy thing I just told you about. So by constructing a Stellar Nexus, we can enhance our strategic capabilities, facilitating the rapid deployment of resources and seamless integration of advanced technologies across our empire, which sounds really interesting. We've got a ton of good unlocks here, including the Gunboat M40, the Defender M40's new frigate, Gigamass Alloy, Manifolds, all of this interesting stuff. What are we doing next? Let's do Stellar Marines. But I should have a... There we go, I've got a constructor. So, where can I build you, my friend? Oh, no. Oh, he may have gone off and done his own thing. I think he's off to do something else. No, come back here. What are you doing? He's currently trying to go off and do his own thing in a minute. Let's just tell him to go over anyway, and we'll see what he eventually wants. I've just noticed the precursors are getting a little bit closer to our space. We may need to assemble our fleet any minute now. This could go quite badly. Yeah, I will let you know once this happens. Yes, I'm happily to do that. What do you want? You keep bothering me. Sure, fine, you can have it. One person really keeps bothering me all the time. Right, let's see where those precursors are going, because they're kind of over there. Let's build a Stellar Nexus as well. So this requires 50 Gigamass and 12 months to build. So that'll begin construction over there. I'm just a little bit worried about those precursors at the minute. They are kind of sat on the edge of space. Oh dear, they are coming a little bit close. Right, assemble the fleet. Ask them to go and engage that. Right, all hands to battle stations. Okay, well, let's see how all this goes. I don't think this is going to go well. This is no casualties, moderate casualties. So this battle's probably not going to go well. I do really like the battles in Galactic Civilizations 4, just because the visuals look really, really cool. Yeah, we probably should have had a bigger ship to do this. Well, this isn't going too well. Oh, have we already been destroyed? Uh-oh. We were defeated. Right, let's, not you. We need star-based plasma turrets built immediately. Yeah, thank you. Artificial gravity, let's do that. Okay, so in the next turn, we should complete our stellar nexus over here. So, let's see how that goes. What am I doing? Oh, I'm ignoring you. Sorry, trade harvester or planet harvester. Let's just send you there for a second, because then we can complete our stellar nexus, not you. There we go. One giant leap. Our citizens look upon our work with awe. I mean, it does look pretty cool. The night sky has irreversibly changed by our actions, and a massive monument now stands as a testament to your greatness, which looks really, really cool. So, situation report. Our newfound understanding of Gigamass and Megastructure technology has granted us great insight into our Ringworld history. So again, this is the ancient race who built these structures. Ancient texts inscribed deep in the molecules of a ruined Ringworld speak of ancient gateways connecting to one end of a galaxy to another. So this is what I mentioned at the start of this video in its overlook of the Megastructure DLC. These are the sort of galactic gateways that can take us everywhere. So we can look into those. Our successes thus far have proven that we can achieve anything the precursors have. Let's prove ourselves once more. Let's choose technology. We'll do that in a second. And our quest is now updated. So again, if you want to handle the Megastructures DLC, the quest line up here basically tells you what to do, which is kind of really helpful. So FTL space travel, this is the new ring network. So research advanced Nexus augments and construct 2 stellar gateways. We probably need 2 to connect them, so keep that in mind. Right, so how's our Nexus doing? So what is this actually giving us? Oh, it's got quite a few things down here. Nice, okay. Now we can upgrade this with Nexus augments. Currently, I don't think I have any of those available, but we can eventually upgrade it with these augments, which basically change the way things work. But at the minute, we don't really have any. I think it was... Yeah, here we go. So these are the available augments. I don't have the available technology right now. I think I'm lacking the Gigamass. So once we've got more Gigamass, I will come back and talk to you a little bit about these. Now, I've got some more Gigamass. Let's go over to our Stellar Nexus, and we are able to upgrade this one, again, with the available augments. Again, this can be upgraded with us, basically Stellar Nexus augments. So first of all, we've got a nascent garden. Now, this is liberated from the whims of atmospheric changes. Our advanced nurseries harness the sun's energy to nourish our entire empire. So this gives 5% to farming, 50% growth, 5% population cap, armor, focus origin. We've got a ton of things which looks more geared towards just intelligence in general. Straightest cycler. This gives a minus 30% pollution, but 10% approval, or core authority. I'm going to go focus origin. There we go. So we'll install the augment in 4 turns. That's how long it'll take. So let's come back in 4 turns and we will see how well that actually does. We've just been fired upon again by another precursor. This isn't going very well for me at the minute. Hopefully, is this about to get blown up? Hopefully not.
The captain of your flagship has reported the discovery of...
We'll ignore that. Is this my flagship at the minute? I think it might be. Oh, it is. Uh-oh. Hopefully this is not going to be bad. Bad range. Oh, that's bad. I kind of need you to get out of here. Just go and survey stuff and, like, fly away as quick as possible. What's going on over here? Oh, they've got a ship. There's a battle taking over here now. That's just an anomaly that's defended. Oh, God. They killed another one of my ships. I thought they just went and attacked them. What the hell, guys? You're meant to be helping me over here. I know they're not meant to be helping me, but still, that's not the point. Right, where was he looking at? We were looking at one of our... There you go, Nexus, or install the augment. 1 turn, and this should be complete now, actually. Is this complete? It has. So we've now got the Focus Origin installed under here. There's also other available augments, but we need new Dyson Spheres. So once our Stellar Constructor is finished, the next one, that gives us more available energy. So we currently don't want to step over that, as that's going to cause issues for us. Remember what I said about energy earlier on? Yes, we need to take a look at that. In my quest to peacefully build megastructures in Galactic Civilizations 4, we've been attacked by another species. We're currently going to war with them, though. I've deployed my fleet. Oh, those are some green beams. Oh, dear. Yeah, so we blew them up. Not quite sure. Okie dokie. Well, that kind of solved that problem a bit quickly, didn't it? They're dead. Was that just... Oh, that's my other fleet. Oh, okay. Can we merge these fleets? We can merge these fleets. Can we deal with this guy? We can now deal with this guy. Let's blow this one up, because he just blew up one of my harvester ships. Right, fleet's engaging. We're just, like, pummeling the ship at the minute. That's a lot of firepower going in right now. Oh, it's already blown up. Okay. That didn't last very long. Like, that got blown up quite a lot. Well, that's what we like to see. Now, where's the other ship? I think it was this one around here. Oh, I need the entire fleet. Send them over that way. Let's just do a quick battle. Okay, that was quick. We blew them up instantly. This new fleet's quite powerful. I quite like this one. Now, was there another one of these guys around here somewhere? I believe there was. There's another one out there. We should probably go for their freighter. Let's go and deal with that. I'm thinking we should probably build some more ships soon. But I do need to build an asteroid miner to replace the ones that they blew up, as that was a little bit annoying. You guys just need to... I can't need these guys to, like, refit in a minute, so let's send them over there. Freighter's gone. Ah, they escaped. But there is a... So, yeah, thank you guys. They just keep sending me money. We've run out of Gigamass. We'll come back to that one in a minute. I'm currently in the middle of also constructing more ships as well. Light casualties. We'll do a quick battle. I like watching the battles. Also, sometimes the quick battles are quite fun. Over here. Antimatter. Well, we've got another Dyson Sphere in construction over here. So we're slowly working our way towards the next sort of thing of researching advanced Nexus orbits. Like, it's in progress. It's just taking a few resources. I'll be back with you in a memento. Okay, something I forgot to mention earlier on when we were talking about the Stellar Nexus is it actually has differences based on the different star type. So obviously we based our first one somewhere over here. Was it this one? No, it's Dyson Sphere. This one on basically a yellow star, which looks very much like our sun. Now, this means growth, food, and population. Essentially, if you base them on different star types, they've got different advantages. They are specialized based on the color of the star. So over here, I think this looks red, so we'll go with this one. So I've got my Stellar Architect. Now, if we go over here, we can base this on this one. So there we go, a Megastructure framework, upgrade of Nexus augments. Augments effects are determined by star color. So if we build our Megastructure over here and we come back in 12 months' time, we can see what goes on there. Now, a little update on my galaxy. I had to maybe deploy some cheeky maneuvers as I was going to get decimated by another empire. So we kind of had to do some shadow money wizard gang, as we used to say, to actually get not destroyed. So we'll explain it another time. But thankfully, we're still here and haven't been obliterated just yet. But the precursors are still roaming around and we might get killed. So I'll be back with you in just a minute once we've finished this next Stellar Nexus, and I'll be able to show you what differences are actually on here. Okay, so this Stellar Nexus is now complete. As we can see here, it's on a very nice red star. We've also got a ruined Ringworld just over there as well. So we do have a couple of options here. Now, I believe there's a yellow red is military. So that's something to take into account. So this Daybreak engine is one of our available augments. If you have a powerful heartbeat of a colossal engine driving relentless rhythm of our shipyard's industrial output, our enemies will find no refuge from the unstoppable onslaught of our fleets. So this does take 15 gigamass and 10 energy consumption. Luckily, we'll find that energy at a minute, but it does give us a modular effect of 50% military, an increased armor rating, shield strength, more armor rating, and shield strength again. If not, we've got the Impulse Matrix. I kind of know what the Twilight engine is, but I don't have the energy available at the minute. But this gives us more armor rating and stuff like that. So let's just go with Daybreak engine and do that. But also Ryan's watch. Ooh, okay. Well, let's just do Daybreak engine. We'll upgrade that one. That looks kind of interesting. In that case, does the different Nexuses have different graphics? I think they do. This one over here has... Which augment do we put on? We've got Core Authority on this one. Which looks pretty straightforward. And then if we go over to this one again, where was it? Near the red star. Rotating the galaxy around here. It's actually got a different sort of graphic for this different Stellar Nexus, which is pretty cool. Okay, so one of the final parts of a Megastructure DLC, and something we've been aiming for since the start of this video, is to construct our Stellar Gateways. Now, these are going to allow us to travel across the galaxy using gateways, but it also means we can send all our fleets from one side of the galaxy to the other. You know the gist of how it works. Let's start constructing it. So I've got 2 constructors standing by, or architects, should I say. Let's send one over here, and we should be able to begin. I need more Gigamass. Bear with me. Okay, we're back on more Gigamass. Let's not ask how I managed to get it, but let's construct a Stellar Gateway, and we can see how this is done. I should say, obviously, I'm speedrunning through a lot of this DLC to show you how it works today, for obvious reasons. However, if you're playing this more normally and more naturally, then obviously things will come at a natural pace to you. For the sake of it, I'm just showing you how it works. Now, I believe we need to construct 2 of these. So that one's being constructed there. We need to find another black hole. Luckily, I conquered all this space, so we can come and do it. Let's put one down here. So we'll send our architect all the way down there. Not sure if he can move in one go, so he may stop halfway. But he's making a little journey down there. Nope, he stopped. Okay, we'll check back with him in a second. This is going to take 8 months to build. He's going to take a couple of months to get down there as well. So let's see how the rest of our fleet are doing. 3, 2, 1. So it looks like our first Stellar Gateway has been constructed. Or it looks somewhat active. Is it counting? It is. So hopefully our other one should be finished soon. Where do we put it? We put it down here. So one mission left to do, or one phase left to do on that, and we can see the construction is coming up there. I really do like the look of these architect guys. They do look like happy little robots. I don't know why. The eyes just look like, or they look like eyes. The beam things. It's just weird. Alright, let's see if it finishes off. Okay, we'll help those guys. This should take us to the next one. Oh, I've been booted back. I need the flagship. He needs to go out and survey. Right, hopefully if I go back here now, we should be able to finish this in one turn. Hopefully. Yes, there we go. Crowning jewel. So nothing is beyond our reach. Our fleets can be halfway across the galaxy in an instant. With travel store, the only limit to our knowledge is living space. Our people know that it's possible. We've seen it. So this is leading to the Ringworld. So there we go. Our people long for the artificial paradise. Once you drop the Ringworlders, we will give it to them. So that's our next mission here. But I'm going to leave that excitement up to you guys to explore in the Megastructure DLC, as I don't want to ruin everything. But first, we will show you how these gateways work. So let's say, get that cruiser and send it over here. Or maybe not. I don't want to move. Can we use the planet harvester? We can. Let's see if we can send them through. And there we go. He's coming out of this side. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Can we send it back through? And here we go. Now that is awesome. So if you're playing like a giant galactic conquest here in Galactic Civilizations 4, then you can make use of these fantastic stellar gateways, which would look awesome. Again, they have to be on the edges of black holes, as we see here, and the black holes do look fantastic in the game. Also kind of explains why you have one very close to your home system to begin with. I'm not sure if every empire starts out with one like that, but with the Megastructures DLC, you're obviously going to get a lot of these things present in there as such, like Ringworlds or ruined Ringworlds as well. That sort of builds into our next structure of this DLC, which we'll explore in just a minute. Now, gateway pairings can be managed in the automation screen. So if we come down to here, we can manage our gateways and how they sort of pair together and such, which is a nice way of doing it. That way, if you've got one here, but you want to like send a fleet to another black hole, say over here. So obviously we've got one here in the right hand side. We can swap it if we have one built here to the left hand side, which is a nice way of doing it. It means they're not sort of snapped together. You can sort of like modular change them, which is really nice. I kind of like that. There is also an open gateway treaty. It allows other civilizations in the game to make use of another's gateways. So if you're playing a multiplayer game, then you've got that option. If not, you've also got the other NPCs to actually use as well, which is really nice. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching today's video on Galactic Civilizations 4. Do let me know if you're thinking of picking up the Megastructures DLC and expansion. It is very, very fun. I really like the idea of creating these Dyson Spheres and stellar networks. I think it'll be absolutely fantastic. And I kind of want to test this in multiplayer at some point soon. So maybe we'll look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and thank you to Startup for sponsoring this video. I'll see you soon.